If the life that you're living right now is not the life that you want, then watch this video until the end, because this might be one of the most important messages that you need to hear. You know, a long time ago, I was living a life that I didn't necessarily enjoy at all. I grew up very, very poor. Mom was on welfare, father's on disability, and there were many pieces inside of my life that I wanted to change. But until I understood exactly what I wanted it to look like, that was the only way. That was only when it truly changed. And I'm just keep this conversation extremely raw with you guys because, a lot of people are lost right now. A lot of people don't know what they want. So therefore, a lot of the things in life that is given to them isn't what they want. And it's simply because they don't know what they want. And the one thing I truly, truly want to instill into you guys in this video is to teach you how to figure out what you want. One of the first things is by looking in reverse, okay? What is the life that you don't want? Go to the extremes. What is like the worst life that you have? And it could be, you could already be there. You could already be at rock bottom as we're talking right now. You could be deep in the trenches. Or maybe you're so close and this video comes up to you just at the right time before, things push you and get your back to hit against the wall. So the first thing is really jot down exactly what's the life that you don't want. Talk about relationships. Talk about money. Talk about friends. Talk about your health, perhaps, and maybe talk about all of them. I call those the 3 pillars of life, the 3 pillars of happiness: health, wealth, and relationships. Write everything down, and once you know exactly what you don't want, on the other end of that, the complete opposite of that is truly what you do want. Simple as that. But now some people be like, okay, once I figure it out, how do I actually do it? Okay, our life is different. All of our lives are different. So therefore, we need to do different things. The first thing you have to understand is once you have that vision, once you understand exactly, what you don't want, you reverse it so then you can figure out what you do want. Then ask yourself, who is that version of you? Who is that version of you that has that life, the highest, that life that you shared, that you desire most? Who is that version? And what's the difference between him or her or whatever, between them and you? Because the reason why you're living the current life that you have right now is because of who you currently are. Because if you were that person, you'd have that life. The next question that you should ask yourself is, all right, what decisions, what type of actions, and what type of feelings and emotions is that person, experiencing that's different from me? And reverse engineer it. Find the cookie crumbs and see exactly what they're doing that you are currently not. Once you figure that out, I promise you, you'll have clues and know exactly what to do. Maybe not all the steps right away, but perhaps the next step. Because you can tell a lot about a person and how they live based on what they do. So do that. If you're lost, create yourself. What was that quote again? That was a really good quote. Sometimes life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Do that. And another thing I want to add on top of that is you also have to understand sometimes life is a big process of elimination. There was a handful of things that I wanted to do in my life a long time ago. I had a dream of opening a gym and starting fitness apparel and doing this and doing that. And I fell on my face so many times. But each time I fell on my face, the next time I got up, I was stronger. I was better. I was more resilient. I was a lot more intelligent with the moves and actions that I was making. And I was falling less and less and less. And now every time a fall does come in, I accept it with grace because I know the next time I get up, it's going to be so much better. So ask yourself, man. Ask yourself right now, what don't you want? What's holding you back? Begin with what you don't want. Paint that picture so clear. Paint it so clear that it freaks you out just even like reading it or even looking at it, because you're like, oh my God, this is the life that I don't want. And then flip it, turn it into the opposite day, and then look at it and to truly understand what you do want. Because on the opposite end there, everything that you that you desire should be that image there. And then the next step after that is reverse engineer it. Ask yourself, why does that person have those things that I do want? And what's the difference of me and that version of me? And then from there, you can pretty much build all the plans and all the things that you need to do in this very moment to achieve that very person. Those are the steps that you need to take if you truly want to get out of where you are right now. Those are the actions and the engineering of oneself. If you do not learn how to engineer and design yourself, most of the time someone's going to engineer and design it for you by default. Your environment, your friends, your family, the relationships, all the things around you. If you don't do it, most of the time someone's going to give you a plan. And from what I understand, most people's plans aren't always in the best interest of you. So I'll say this again. If you want to design yourself, if you want to get out the life that you live right now, you better start making moves. And the first move is understand what you don't want in order to find what you do want. And I also encourage you and invite you, to have that bravery to do so. Don't be afraid of the unknown, because creating that new life is only possible in the unknown. Embrace it, because through the roughs, through the waves and all the falls and all that, that's where you build the best you. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and just remember that love is always the answer. I'll see you in the next one.